Hey everyone, this is Gene from ricknow.com. For this tutorial for Grow Online Businesses, I'm going to step you through a very important factor in website success. If you want your website to get more traffic and retain more visitors, you have to format your text correctly. I've seen many websites that format their text in such a way that people simply bounce out of the page. You need to look at your statistics and you would see that there is a bounce rate percentage. The higher the percentage, the worse your website will do in terms of income and traffic generation and retention. If you want your website to attract a community and grow organically because people have a great time consuming the content you put on your website, you have to format your text correctly. In this tutorial, I'm going to step you through some simple tips that you can implement immediately so you can provide a more user-friendly environment for your visitors. For this tutorial, I'm going to use one of my most favorite websites, backlinko.com. Backlinko is an SEO blog. They teach people how to generate traffic through SEO tips. Um, for this tutorial, I'm going to go through this a blog post and analyze why it works. You can tell that this post is successful by looking at the social shares. Take a look at the number of tweets. Check out the number of Facebook likes, and most importantly, the number of Google plus ones. This is a very important metric because as much as Google likes to deny that it uses social signals to influence ranking, there is an indirect effect. So the higher this is, the higher the likelihood that that your web page would be indirectly affected positively. So what are the formatting factors? What are the formatting factors that we should pay attention to? First, you need to look at your title. The title should be very clear, and it should not it shouldn't be too long. This is just right. The key here for the title is that there is an immediate benefit. That you don't have to guess as to what you will get if you click the title link. I hope you see where I'm going with this. Too many blog posts are too many blog posts use subject lines uh, that the reader has to guess as to what benefit they will get. It's like a mystery. For example, 10 tips on getting traffic from Twitter. That's not enough. What these tips might be all over the place. See, the way this title is formatted is that he mentions actionable and secrets. This is much better than simply saying you'll get tips. Also, the benefit is very clear. It will drive more traffic to your site. I hope that's clear. The second tip in terms of text formatting is spacing. Do you notice the space between this line and this line? This is tremendous because if there is no spacing between these, it's very easy for the eye to get tired. The sooner your readers get tired, the faster they will bounce out of your website. The saddest part is once people leave your website, chances are they'll never return. So it's really important to keep people on your website for as long as possible. Formatting your lines this way goes a long way in reducing bounce rate. Why do you want to keep people on your pages as long as possible? Um, the more they consume, the more they stay on your website, the more content they consume, the more links they click through. Uh, and the more trust is built in their eyes regarding your expertise. The more they trust you, the more they'll stick around, and the higher the likelihood that they would sign up for your mailing list or tell other people about your website. Um, Another key factor for this page's success is that it actually lists a lot of information. You see how long this page is? Normally, for a post this long, bloggers would break up the post into many different sub pages. For example, this list article has 5 parts, but each part has its own page. So you have to click previous and next to navigate the pages. Brian Dean of BankLinko doesn't do that. He just puts everything in one page. This solves many problems. First, if the content on this page, which is broken up into 5 parts, doesn't appeal to the reader can easily bounce out. However, on this long page, the reader only needs to scroll down and eventually find something he or she likes because everything is on the same page. This has a tremendous effect on your bounce rate. It reduces overall bounce rate. Many SEOs consider bounce rate as one of the factors that Google takes into account in how high it will rank your page. You need to keep bounce rate as low as possible. Formatting pages this way goes a long way in reducing your bounce rate and building credibility. Another positive effect of long pages is that it acts like a sales page. Do you ever notice that many sales pages selling software or ebooks are formatted with one long page? They don't break it. They don't break down their offer into several different parts. That's for a very good reason, because the more you read, the higher the likelihood that you're actually interested in what the page is saying, or in the case of sales pages, what the page is selling. It's in the interest of the seller to feature very long pages. Another factor you should keep in mind when organizing your blog posts is to mix in graphics. There is a header graphic here. This is a custom created image. This provides a sort of icon or branding mechanism for this post. So each post has a different branding icon. Also, when you're talking about how to do things or some sort of item, it makes a lot of sense to put screen captures. The more screen caps you put on a tutorial or how-to blog post, the more credible your blog post becomes. Why? It's more useful. People can read text. People aren't dumb. They can understand what the text says. But unless you show a picture that steps them through the process, and each step of the tips has its own picture, a lot is lost. A lot of ideas remain unexplained. So when you break everything down and you show pictures, you increase retention and engagement. Another key factor of successful page presentation and formatting is placing a question at the end. Brian does this quite a bit. He doesn't just say, okay, I posted my article, go ahead and enjoy. Instead, he asks questions. See, which technique from this list do you want to use first? This is a call to action. It's basically calling the reader to leave a comment. The longer the comments, the more the engagement. The engagement really helps you because it gives you a way to know how people appreciate your content and what value that content added to their lives. You can then use that information to create better content. Also, when there is more engagement, it signals to people reading your materials that that this content is important, that they are being heard, and it increases loyalty. This is a key step to building a solid community around your blog or website. Also notice that Brian always makes it a point to respond. For example, somebody leaves a comment and here's his response. This is not wasted time. It shows in very clear ways that your opinion and your feedback matters to the blogger. You should do the same with your blog or website. This wraps up our tutorial for today. My name is Gene from ricknow.com. If you have any questions, just leave your questions in the comment section below.